Hello everyone, my name is Gaurav Tiwari and from today I'm gonna start a new series of video in which I will teach you all the programming languages, the syntax and the flow control of programming, how they used to run and how computer understand whatever you write in programming languages. Now I'm gonna teach you the levels of programming languages means how many types of programming languages are there from the very starting. In the very beginning there used to be something called as machine language it means computer understands 0 and 1, so every command written in terms of 0 and 1 is known as machine language. And then after there comes something called as low level language, that is called assembly language, in which some mnemonics were used to make the commands understand by the computers. And after that high level language used to come in the market. And right now you can see there are lots of high level languages like Java, Python, C++, and all. So as you can see on the board, here is something called as machine level language, low level language, and high level language. So in low level language there are two types of languages: machine level and assembly level. Earlier there was only machine level language in which we used to type the commands in terms of 0 and 1. In terms of 0 and 1. Suppose you have to write a program for the addition of two numbers. So you will tell the computer in terms of 0 and 1. Means if you want to add two numbers, you have to generate a binary code for this addition operator. Suppose the binary code for addition is 0 1 1 0 1 0. Suppose something like this. So it was very difficult for the programmers to remember these commands. So after that there comes assembly language, in which it becomes somewhat easy for the programmers to write the programs, because there used to be some words that is called mnemonics. Suppose they have to add two numbers, so they can easily write add, sub, mul. Means it was easy to remember these mnemonics. But there was some difficulty in these mnemonics also. So after that there comes high level language. Right now every programmer, application developer used to use the high level languages. There are some examples of high level languages as you can see on the board, right? One is mostly used nowadays, that is Python, Java. Third one is C sharp, and C++. There are a lot of high level languages and they have their specific use. Means Python is used in artificial intelligence, robotics, and different fields for developing games and softwares. And Java is also used for developing Android applications which you use in your Android phones. C and C++, these types of languages are used for system softwares which you use on your desktop, like C compilers, Turbo C, and all these types of softwares are developed using the C and C++. So, as per the requirement, there used to come different types of programming languages in the markets. Now we will understand how these programming languages used to be interpreted so that computer can understand. Earlier, directly they can understand from these binary codes 0 and 1. But nowadays, as you are writing the programming in terms of mnemonics and high level language, it's difficult for computer to understand the meaning of these programs. So they have to be interpreted in terms of 0 and 1, because at the end computer only understands zeros and ones. So now we will see how it used to happen. So let's understand the program execution through this flow diagram. There used to be something high level language, as we already discussed. Uh, when we write something called as high level language in any programming language, this used to be compiled. First, we have to compile the programs so that it becomes assembly language, and then assembler will assemble it in terms of zeros and ones, that is called as machine code. After that there is something called as processor in our laptop and desktop, and processor used to interpret these zeros and ones and performs the operations as per the commands given to the processor. And for that, required data come from the your RAM and hard disk. So as you know, there is something. Let's understand this flow of diagram using some example. Suppose there is a command like add a plus b. Suppose this is a statement in high level language c is equals to a plus b. So it will be compiled. It will be compiled and generated a assembly language like add r1 comma r2 move r. This will be our assembly code after the compilation. Let's understand what does this signify. There are two registers R1 and R2. This is R1, this is R2. The value of A is in R1, the value of B is in R2. Now they are added. These two values are added, and it is stored in, after the addition it is stored in R1 itself. And after that we have to move this value in R1, the addition of A and B, into register R3. There is a register called R3, and we have to move this value in this, because this is C where we have to store the addition of A and B. So this is assembly language, and after this there is something called as machine code generated, which will be in terms of zeros and ones, as we have already discussed. So this is the whole procedure in which a program used to get executed in your computer and laptop and desktop all. So I hope you guys have got the basic knowledge of programming languages and their execution. And in the next video we will see the syntax and semantics of different types of programming languages. If you like my tutorial, please like the video and subscribe and share. Thank you.